should be back. And part of me wishes I had a laptop like my dad's from the 90s. Maybe not the laptop, but definitely the case of the laptop. Because it might have been heavy, but man, it kept everything cool. So wait, are we back or no? Okay, we're back, yeah. I mean, I can touch the warp using, what's her name? Cassia, because all her powers will reduce veil degradation. I cannot touch the warp with Heinrich, because his will increase it.
I must not falter. Death to the heretics! Glory of my master! Duty demands.
Well. Guess we're gonna walk up and kill this guy.
Request approved. As the tactical imperative dictates.
Leave the old folk alone.
Chaos guides me.
Don't frighten me.
Alright, we're gonna do it.
For the throne's glory.
Because it's for the entirety of the combat anyways, so why not?
Everyone, step aside. But of course, Lord Captain.
Alright, now I'm gonna use him to move
I
over
feel the
to
power
other
surging.
areas.
Let's see to it that your reckoning is due. Get me a target.
Oh.
Be gone. Quick! Your reckoning is due.
Where are the tank gunners? I would have multi-melted the place. Personally. maybe I'm just bigger brain than them.
I'm not interested. I've seen worse battles
I mean,
than this in
yeah,
my time.
civilian casualties, but at the same time, who cares? And that's not to be callous, that's to be, like, realistic to the setting. Nobody cares about these people.
Reduced to
You're
dust.
either the ultra-wealthy or don't matter.
At your beck and call. It will be done.
I have read tomes of military tactics.
At your beck and call.
Oh, dang it. They're gonna
Make them bleed! Moving out!
Why would you go into the warp cloud, fool?
For now, Emperor, protect me!
Rejoice in service! I am but a vessel for the higher purpose.
Rejoice in battle! Eradicated! As the Emperor commands, I act. Faith without deeds is worthless. Strike is a prayer.
That'll penetrate to me.
I'll do it.
And so shall it be done.
Emperor, protect me.
I will endure.
Enemies of the Emperor will be
And
undone!
use the bolter. Okay, do I not have... Why can I not shoot?
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Okay.
Ministration is a holy task.
So when it is actually her turn, if I've used... Or is it that I have to use the flame?
Doubt is for the weak. This is why I was chosen.
Not gonna lie, the hand flamer kind of sucks.
Death to non-believers!
Isn't this a job for try to die with grace, at least? That is foolishness. If only that were possible. I'm afraid not.
I guess I kind of isolated her a bit.
Scorn the pain.
Follow my lead.
Running my character. My vow is to serve.
Let this be a warning to all who oppose us.
I won't object to it. Naturally. Let them fear. The Emperor is on our side. I can't stand it.
Oh my.
A tactically sound approach.
Victory is imminent. I took care of this one. Indeed.
Oh, I can't shoot the guy on the ground. Not bad.
At your beck and call.
Chaos guides me.
I can handle this.
Rejoice in service.
Faith without
Finish
deed.
this holy work. Thank you.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Now I'm gonna get real
My
close,
enemies
so I
shall
can't
be
miss.
crushed like dust beneath my feet.
So I don't know if this is one of those where I gotta fight until there's
And so shall it be
no
done.
enemies left, and that didn't kill you. We're gonna try to fight till there are no enemies left.
I can't allow myself to do this. Rejoice in service.
Guided by faith. I'll do it. God Emperor, move through me. Be the fire in my heart.
Focus, Baron Callums. Focus.
Your comm beat comes alive. Vigdis' voice struggles to get through the thundering static. Lord Tane, this is... Master, please... Send a... Vigdis, what's going on? Reference, repeat. I shall fear no darkness, for the light is within me. The light in my faith in thee. I shall flee before no enemy. There is no enemy more terrible than cowardice, and I shall overpower it. Argentia prays aloud while checking her equipment with deft fingers. Red, black, lots of blinding white fear. The whole city's quaking. No, the whole world. Let's talk more action. What's Victus saying, Lord Captain? Are they going to send a shuttle for us? Let's move out toward the starport at once. The shuttles aren't going to find us here, even if the comlink stabilizes, which it won't. We are en route to the starport. Copy that. Starport. To observe disappearance of the star from Q8. The comm falls silent. Many eyes stare on you. We're not abandoning people in distress. Everyone can come with us. Does anyone have any idea what happened? The final dawn. We stopped short of puzzling out the enemy's entire plan. Oh, Emperor, forgive us this negligence. I swear we will find a way to right it. Only an incomplete picture. Heinrich sounds deadly serious. Every warp-active person on this planet is sensing the presence of sorcery. It's rising like a tsunami. I have hardly ever encountered anything like it in real space. Most remarkably, the sorcery is still growing. I cannot, however, say what set off this reaction or where the light is gone. I seem to feel Aurora's gaze on you once again, only it is not coming from her corpse any longer, but everywhere. We're not abandoning people in distress. Everyone can come with us. I'm no fast walker, but I'll hobble after you. If you get into a fight, it's not like you'll want an old woman to get in your way. And I think there will be more fighting. Error, speaker. There sure will be. It looks like some of my former comrades are on the loose. The old man's voice sounds lethargic and almost robotic. But the sense of alarm is now almost physically drilling through your temples. Fleeting little whispers at the edge of your hearing are sinister and gleeful. All we can do now is try to make it to the starport. Bad news, not unexpected. The old woman looks at you, not particularly hopeful and a little distrustful, as if she is reluctant to ask her question. Let's move out.
The Divine watches over us.
First of all, let's be real.
I woke up.
Do you
For the Emperor.
Hey, anointed cultist standing. I want to take the tank. Why can't I not take the tank?
pain of this mortal flesh means nothing?
Know your duty.
Deliver us!
Alright, let's adjust a couple things after I level up. And Lord. Toughness. All allies affected by brace for impact do not suffer the negative effects of melee superiority for the entire combat. Non-damaging ability. Oh, what are we doing here? Not count. It does not spend AP and does not count towards. Yeah, we're gonna go with Grenadier and Medicae. All right. Perception. Stacking. The navigators. Oh yeah, we're gonna use Guide of Souls. That's really solid and makes her not just a duplicate of me that has psychic powers. Eternal glory. Range of 2 cells. Psychic power used each turn increases. Manipulation. I don't know, Eternal Glory or I think stabilizing factor. Because he has extremely good, but extremely destabilizing powers, because, well, mostly because he's an Inquisitor's interrogator. max intelligence. All right. A terrible weapon skill. I could use a little bit more toughness. Really, everything but agility is on the list, so I don't know. Willpower. Let's increase willpower. Get into cover is really useful. Alright, inventory. Nope, wrong thing. I know what the map looks like. I know where I'm going. I know what I'm doing. Possibly. Hits with a single shot attack. The target suffers slowed until the wearer's next turn. I'll take that. You wearing gloves, my dude? Actually, let's do that. Stop. Wait, hold on. Let me... throw gloves on. Oh. Enemy in a 1-cell radius with a shot. Alright. Wait, I got Drakari Venom Blade. Alright.
Let the faith guide my path to glory.
They really getting the most for their money out of this level. Thank you, Potter, Ironleaf Potter, for the sub. Hey. Did you think you had won, enemy mine? To vanquish Twilight, you cut down Aurora. She was only one of us, you hear me? From the depths of stone, from his prison of cold metal, he will rise. The hour is nigh. Okay. What we got? Single anointed cultist. Am I about to get jumped?
We shall reclaim what is rightfully
I
ours.
can sense a slight pressure in the atmosphere, like a distant sigh echo. I presume it is the result of the massacre that happened on these streets.
The Emperor protects.
Yeah, the Emperor's gonna shoot this guy. Wait, did I get turned around? I did.
This is beyond me. The impure cannot escape their fate.
Oh boy. Oh, just, you know, some chaos spawn. Actually, I want to be a little further forward. Argent, yeah, won't be there. Abelard, there. Good enough.
I serve the ruinous powers!
Oh geez, this is a massive fight.
Such is the will of chaos.
Out of my way!
Oh, there's a lot of them. There is a lot of demons. Warp things, as it were.
Running by their own life. The scriptural
How do we eat an
prophecies
elephant?
faithful.
Piece at a time.
Running by their own life.
Actually. Oh, already at 0. Never mind, I already did that. Cool.
My vow is to serve.
Chaos guides me!
I will do like you do.
You are my
At your
sworn
beck and call.
faithful right now. Now, we're gonna hit you for 50.
Witness the fury of House Orcelium. Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
Indeed. It will be done.
As the Emperor
Why
commands,
would
I
I run
act.
the gun just now? I don't know. Because I'm dumb. There's other answers. But it mostly
Faith
boils
without
down to
deed,
that
none
single
can
thing
escape
right
the
there.
Emperor's judgment. I'll do it.
All right.
High momentum.
The Emperor commands.
You're in contact with an enemy.
And so
Oh,
it
dang
shall
it,
be
no.
done.
I didn't do it on the you're in contact with an enemy and
Actions will speak louder than words. Rejoice in service.
Battlefields are always drowned in scarlet. Another foe painted black. If I may,
For the throne's glory. More trouble than it's worth. Alas, no.
oh, so close.
Not sectioned to do this. I won't object to it.
To the weak. Advancing. Request approved.
Die, demon.
I am your doom!
Follow my lead. At your beck and call. I will do my duty.
Just so.
Help me, Lord Captain. Step aside. The navigator is coming. I am a
Goodbye.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
Doubt is for the weak. I'll do it.
I need that kill though. Alright.
I am his will made manifest. As the Emperor commands, you, my Emperor! I'll do it. Eradicate it. Doubt is for the weak. I'll do it.
Oh.
As the Emperor commands, I act. I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury. Faith without deeds is worthless. Each strike is a prayer.
May the Divine's will be done! I won't suffer this. I can't allow myself to do this. I will not be deterred. Emperor commands.
As the Emperor commands, I act. Doubt is for the weak.
I'll put my psychic abilities to use. Let's see to it. I won't object. I'll see our foes obliterated. Let's see to it. I won't object to it. I need a foothold.
You there.
Let's see to it. Throne take.
The old Messiah knows all, comprehends all. Running like Eric.
Rest assured, I'll be marking this incident down.
Request approved. My vow is to serve.
Alright. Best way to deal with you is to reckless attack. Name you my enemy.
Indeed.
I'll get stuck in there.
Victory is reduced to nothing. It will be done.
Explorers know one route. Forward.
Bit of a gamble here, but let's try
Be
it.
careful not to cross my gaze.
line of sight.
That is foolishness.
This
Do not dare ask.
sign him.
I have read tomes of military tactics.
That really sucks that you've read tomes of military tactics and can't aim.
If only that were possible.
Alright. Fighting this with like half my force.
I'll do it. As the Emperor commands, I act.
Not mess this up. You need to be under voice of command if I want this to work.
Actions will speak louder than words.
And I tell you to
And so shall it be done.
good enough.
I won't do that. Naturally.
Get me a target.
More trouble than it's worth. Alas, no. I won't object if I'm done with this one. Not sanctioned to do this.
Oh, so good. Oh, I should have used brace.
I serve the ruinous powers.
Heavy is the tread of his faithful.
I feel like these guys are trying to kill me for some reason.
Running binary override. Request approved. The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all. The scriptural prognosis is favorable.
Tried and tested tactics are the best ones. I will do my duty. It will be done.
Alright, now that I've told him
Indeed.
it's a butt, and I've called him out, and that it's high noon, let us
It will be done. One fewer target.
take 66 damage, jump. see him yet? Can you just
Me?
straight...
I got
What ails you?
Heresy grows from idleness. With each step, I forge
no,
my
no, no,
destiny
I didn't
among
mean
the
to.
stars.
I wasn't looking at the, I wasn't looking at demon bodies whatsoever. I did get curious and want to poke around. Curiosity is what creates heretics, and I know that. This is just the beginning. Enemy mine. What's with all the acolytes deciding to T-pose to assert dominance? You explain me that. How do you get them to do it? That's the heretical magic I want to learn.
We are bound by the
Post-death
blood of
T-posing.
martyrs.
Man. I need to go to church. They are coming, one in the other, following one in one another's footsteps. The aurora of the morning, the aurora of the evening. Okay. Step after step, the eyeless followers, the voiceless heralds, the great master, and behind him his loyal apostle. Hear this, enemy mine. We are mere shadows, followers. You are yet to meet him who has endowed us with the secret knowledge. No, but I can guess his name. That is, of course, if you can survive this day, the day of the coming of the final dawn.
Let us walk this path to the end.
Alright guys, I'll be right back. I'm gonna run to the restroom. Alright, we're back. Shun, do you care if we run a little bit long?
Let the faith guide my path to glory.
I kind of want to try and get to the shuttle. But not get on the ship, because that means we're going to be 2 hours. If I know stuff the way I think I do. I'm going to try and push to at least get on the starport. Yeah, I do want to see the end of Act 1. I want to be able to fight on the ship, because, I don't know,
If we manage to find an intact shuttle in this burning hellscape, it will be a miracle sent by the God Emperor.
For a person as important as the Lord Captain, I am certain there will be a vessel waiting where it should be. Surely the commoners know their place in the evacuation order.
man, I don't know, man. I don't know how long this romance will last with, what's her name, because their non-attacking abilities cost. Yeah, we'll go with that one. That's pretty easy to do, actually.
Ready for data input.
So I actually have to start thinking about what everybody's going to turn into after this level.
What is it, rogue trader?
An arch-militant! He's got crap ballistic skill. I'm thinking of going arch-militant. I'll send him Vanguard. Already did Pascal.
When the faithful are idle, heresy grows.
Wait, can I go arch-militant? Or... No, I could go Tactician. Or Grand Strategist or Master Tactician. It really depends.
I'm at your service.
The divine watches
Your
over
senator.
us.
I'm watching.
Blessed is Von Valencia's bloodline. Know your duty. I will cast you into eternal darkness.
I'll turn you into corpse starch.
Just trying to maneuver my way up to the back end of that.
Out of my way! Let's get to it!
Lightning damage to orcs.
Hold on!
But of course, Lord Captain. Let's see to it.
Everyone, step aside.
I won't subject to it.
Let's get to it!
Better crippled in body than corrupt in mind.
Lord, I need you to go the other
I've seen
direction.
worse battles than this in my time.
Yeah, I messed that up a little bit. You get in cover.
Activate calculated fury algorithm.
Oh, there's a trap right there. Well, I already swept for mines using the other dude, so we're gonna do that.
That's not the Seneschal's job. We should deal with this. I will do my duty. Reduced to dust!
Got it.
Victory is imminent.
All right.
Rejoice in battle! I refuse. I'll do it. Faith without deeds is worthless. Guided by faith.
I'm still new to the art of exploring. I'm afraid not.
Well, looks like I'm going to yell at you to shoot. Or to disarm a mine. Depending on the... Oh, that's a pretty solid shot.
Is why I was chosen. Doubt is for the weak.
Rejoice in service! I will not be deterred!
High momentum.
And so shall it be done.
For the throne's glory. I feel the power surging. The Emperor is on our side. But of course... I'll put my psychic abilities to use. Pay attention.
Oof. That was spicy.
I won't object to it.
Your reckoning is due.
Get me a target. Naturally.
It was worth a try.
Computation fails. My competencies are not.
Let's make it quick.
Who wants some more?
I need a foothold. I won't object to it. But of course,
Be gone. We shall reclaim this by ours.
Awesome.
remember,
I'm restless. Never doubt me. The Emperor favors me today. Duty prevails. Never doubt me. When the faithful are idle,
Look no further.
join me in prayer. I will not. Blessed be the hand of the healer. Ministration is a holy task. Sins hidden.
What advice do you seek? Let me help.
you have my thanks.
I'd rather not.
Let us walk this path to the end.
This wound will make a fine scar.
I needed that.
I'm at your service.
I'm
What ails?
The Emperor protects!
What do we have here?
Let the faith guide my path to glory!
Sup, sniveling recruit? You're addressing a rogue traitor, your lordship. Permission to report. We've been posted to guard the field infirmary. The governor and Sergeant Malgar are over at the landing pads, planning the evacuation. Yeah, that's a field infirmary. Hey, captives.
With each step, I forge my destiny among the stars.
Alright. We're saving. The stench of Thessalian blood blankets the starport. Echoes of shouts and gunfire drift over the landing pads. The shards of glass crunch underfoot. You recognize Sergeant Malgar amid the crowd huddled next to the shuttles. He was the soldier who greeted you upon your arrival to Rykad Minoris. A group of bloodied and frightened people is wedged between Malgar's wardens and the shuttles. You recognize them as the governor of the planet and the members of his high-ranking entourage. Their expansive attire has been torn in the fight, and many bear wounds left by bayonets. Some of the nobles are paralyzed with fear. Others have succumbed to despair. 2 corpses are lying on the ground with their arms outstretched. Black blood has pooled under one of them. The other skull has been split open like a nut, encircled by a pinkish crimson halo of bone splinters and bits of brain matter. Sergeant Malgar, I demand an immediate report. What is going on here? The sergeant spins around to face you, his face twisted, a twisted grimace of anger. Our esteemed governor and his gang of cronies have been cowering behind us. Now, when things got rough, they thought they could scarper and leave us here to die. We've shed our blood for him and broken our backs to provide for him. And after all this, you think that's fair, you piece of Grox crap? Grox is kind of like a cow. Malgar's stun baton hits the governor in the chest, causing the adornments on the governor's uniform to jingle in unison. The governor spits out blood and opens his mouth to respond when his head explodes. His body falls limp to the side, his eyes his remaining eyes staring upward. The chorus of noble screams cannot drown out the sergeant's spiteful whisper. Enough, you've said your piece. Ah, Cassia, come on. For generations upon generations, the nobles of this world cared for Rykad Minoris, ensured the prosperity of its inhabitants. And this is your gratitude, peasant, for killing a nobleman you deserve to be executed where you stand. Cassia throws out her hand and Malgar's knees buckle. My mentor was right. The rabble truly have no honor. Abelard looks at the governor's body, his brow furrowed. Madness, punishable by death. We don't have time for this. We need to get to the shuttle. Look at yourself, servant of the God Emperor. Whom do you serve? Humanity or its foes? How dare you speak of justice with kindred blood on your hands? Lower your weapon if you value your soul. Malgar raises his gun net. Only only to immediately lower it. His hands are shaking, shame and despair showing through his mask of bloodlust. For crying out loud, your lordship, sir. How could you say such a thing? A dull thud comes from deep within the starport. Heavy footsteps shake the rock creek, raising an unpleasant tremor in your bones.
You thought you had killed Aurora, false believers.
Shiz.
I am Aurora. I am the herald of change. Behold the final dawn, and die!
The impure cannot escape their fate.
The disgrace of Monarchia will be avenged.
So, a regular Astartes can just kill 100 men in combat. And I'm looking at the numbers here, guys. Alright, chat, I'm looking at the numbers. And I'm counting. And I don't know if I'm dumb, but I feel like I'm coming out about 94-ish short. Maybe that's me. Maybe, you know. What? We're gonna put you here. You guys are gonna body this dude together. Cassia, I want you to just go kill these guys. That's like the easiest thing for you, is to just stare them to death.
Emperor protects the folk.
Oh heck, that is not good.
Here we go. Let's get to it. Hold
Show me
on.
what you've got. Deliver us.
Okay, I get it. Things are bad.
The enemies of the Emperor will be undone. None can escape the Emperor's judgment. As the Emperor commands, I act. God Emperor, move through me. Be the fire in my heart. I'll do it.
I won't object to it. Let's see to it.
Might be time for a desperate action. 309, man. It's a really rough trade-off.
I'll see our foes obliterated. Naturally.
Holy terror, smite your enemies.
But of course, Lord Captain. Let's see to it.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
See my words. Justice and honor is another.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
Request approved. Running binaric override. Request approved. Running binaric override. As the tactical imperative dictates.
Careful now. Indeed. My place is at the fore.
Do I not have the... Forgot that one takes 2.
At your beck and call. I will do my duty.
Battlefields are always drowned in scarlet.
Lost in our ranks.
Let's make it quick!
Faith without deeds is worthless. Doubt is for the weak. Each strike is a prayer. As the Emperor commands, I act. I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury! I'll do it.
So wait, if I use a desperate measure, am I limited to desperate measures?
Faith without deeds is worthless.
More trouble than it's worth. Alas, no. The Emperor is on our side. Not sanctioned to do this. I won't object to it. More trouble than it's worth. Let's see to it.
The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all. Running binary override. The scriptural prognosis is favorable.
Screw your armor, dude.
Running binary override.
Victory is imminent. At your beck and call. Indeed.
Nope. Didn't get it. Dang. Wish I had a melter gun.
Doubt is for the weak.
Oh, I didn't Abelard's the only one with any kind of
As the Emperor commands, I
healing
act.
options.
I'll
Crap.
do it.
Alright. Now I'm gonna start working cover to cover to get to the gunman with her then. She has no use for healing.
Faith without deeds is worthless. This is why I was chosen.
Naturally. For the throne of glory. I'll put my psychic abilities to use.
My vow is to serve. Requests approved. Running binaric override. Request approved. Go!
It's 2 to 7 at
The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all.
Alright, Abelard.
I will do my duty. Victory is imminent. A tactically sound approach.
Hurry.
At your beck and call.
It's kind of a beautiful moment because Abelard, my wonderful seneschal here, is standing over my body, defending it from Aurora there. Oh no. Hey.
Here we go. Out of my way. Pain.
Scared yet? Let's get to it.
Let's get to it. Die! Die! Die!
Well, I think that's enough of that there.
Guided by faith.
Let's go ahead and
do it.
I should have concentrated.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Nothing? What did I throw?
I'll do it.
Everyone, step aside.
Your parry is trash, bro. I can't charge. That was dumb. Maybe.
Let's see to it.
But of course, Lord Captain.
Hold on.
I will endure.
I've suffered worse.
My vow is to serve. Your desire condemns you.
It will be done. I will do my duty. It will be done. Brace ourselves, Abelard. Let's get to it.
The enemies of the Emperor will be undone. Faith without deed, none can escape the Emperor's judgment. God Emperor, move through me. Be the fire in my heart. Doubt is
First
for the
one's free.
weak. As the Emperor commands, I act.
Get me a target.
Naturally. I won't object to it. For the throne's glory.
Advancing. The scriptural prognosis is favorable. Running binary override.
Follow my lead. At your beck and call.
Nice parry.
It will be done. Victory is imminent.
Get him.
At your beck and call. One of you a target.
To the true gods.
No matter the cost. I've seen worse battles than this in my time.
Oh, I already used charge, so that sucks. Let's see. For one, we're gonna do this.
It will be done.
Endure. Switch weapons. And you were saying you wanted me to shoot you in the face. I do that.
Field medicine at its finest.
Let's make it quick.
Really, Pascal. He's your big threat right now.
Rejoice in battle!
I can see how he's so dangerous when you've got the guy who killed a Marine
I'll do it.
directly in front of you.
As the Emperor commands, I act. Guided by faith. This is unacceptable.
Nope. Dang, don't have it. Dude, just sit your butt in cover.
I need a foothold.
You'll be like 3 hours before you get there. Alright, I believe we were rounding this corner.
Tried and tested tactics
Charging.
are the best ones.
We're getting you down right. For the Emperor! That was an awesome fight. It was great. I killed a space
We
marine.
are bound by the blood of martyrs.
If I don't heal these... right? They'll just get fixed automatically on the ship, right? Or no? Shun, do you know?
We shall reclaim what is rightfully ours.
Yeah. Alright, Arch Militant gets versatility. And I've kind of been thinking about throwing her in that direction anyways, but also wanting to... What are the other options? Yeah, I think that's the direction I'm gonna go with her. I don't know that I am a... I mean, kind of like that one. I just don't want to be a boring high command type. But I have 2 officers, so I'm gonna go Master Tactician. Because it seems fighty.
Data meditation is terminated.
of the coolest assassin classes
I've seen a lot of innocent people. I've yet to see someone remain
classes,
so
but,
after
like,
an interrogation.
Groups. Now, I'm kind of just winging this.
I
don't really
guide
care.
humanity between the stars.
All right.
Know your duty.
You
What is
Here's
My
what we're
faith
doing.
is
We're
my
gonna
shield.
Save the game. I'm gonna go on the void ship, and if there's a bunch of conversation, we're just gonna ditch. If there's 2 hours of conversation, I can deal with one. I know there's gonna be one. They're gonna tell us what happened, and I want to keep that on this record where we just fought through all this stuff. But I don't want to talk for another hour. Speaking of which, could you grab my medicine for me, Cat? I also learned I need to up my toughness because I can't frontline anything. I would have been killed. I was originally going to go Vanguard. Alright. Thanks be to the Emperor, you are alive, your lordship. We are most gratified by your return, and the crew is full of zeal to carry out any orders you have. What is the current situation on board? The navigator's sanctum is no longer empty, but the warp engine is still refusing to obey the engine seers. Without it, we cannot perform a warp jump. Pascal's voice buzzes anxiously from his box. It may be angry, or perhaps is lamenting the injuries it has suffered. I will immediately initiate preparations for a prayer service. I'm gonna do this the cheaper way. I'm trying to mess with the other. If the Omnissiah grants me comprehension, I will appease the machine spirit of this vessel. What is happening on the planet now? Our augur operators are reporting numerous uprisings and other manifestations of the archenemy's power at various locations on the planet. Based on the fragments of communications picked up by Vox operators, there is practically no resistance being offered by the governor's forces. Millions of people are converting to the blasphemous Final Dawn cult en masse and assembling in prayer circles. Now's when we want to exterminatus them. What happened to the system's sun? Lord Captain, we saw a number of ships approach the sun, black creations of inhuman make, amalgams of sharp angles and edges. They surrounded the star, and then, my apologies, but I struggle to find words that could describe that terrible sight. Xenos made the sun vanish into the void. Drukari. You see Avalard's expression change as if a shadow has suddenly fallen over him. He rubs his temple wearily, as if we did not have enough troubles on our hand. The Xenos, enemies of humanity, a breed of the Eldari, most cruel and devious of the kind. The design of their ships matches the description provided by the Voxmaster. Like all Xenos, the Drukari are a blight on the face of the galaxy, but their technological superiority is indisputable. They abhor and fear warp sorcery, which is why they rely on creations of their twisted intellect, and many of those creations are capable of things that may seem akin to sorcery to the unenlightened eye. The theft of a sun is one example of what they are capable of. Are the Xenos in league with Aurora's cultists? It's not. I mean, it's happened before. We cannot rule out the possibility. The The Drukhari would never ally themselves with the archenemy's worshippers. If I had to name one thing humanity and these Xenos have in common, or we can rule out that possibility, it would be a shared loathing for warp corruption. The situation calls for immediate action, Uriel. We cannot continue this conversation. We can continue this conversation later if you wish, but right now, he gestures to the deck teeming with tumultuous activity. I believe you should assume command. Why did you not send a shuttle to the planet for me? I do apologize, your lordship, but we were unable to receive your request for evacuation. The Vox link was overrun with vile interference, screams, blasphemous hymns, and other equally sinister noises. Anyone who listened to the interference for a protracted period lost their sanity. Several dozen operators went mad monitoring the Vox caster in hope of hearing your voice. Each one of them waited in vain. Do we have any hope of retaking the planet? I fear that Rykad Minoris is lost. The situation is deteriorating by the minute. We must leave the system as soon as possible. However, there are still people on the planet who have not succumbed to heresy, who are worthy of rescue. Besides the small number of our own shuttles, we also have the shuttles salvaged from the starport. The dark eyes of the Sister of Battle flash. We must save as many as we can. This has all happened for a reason. Saint Argenta, whose name I carry with reverence and trepidation, is famed for saving people, the people of a dying world, through the power of prayer. The God Emperor himself sent a star from the heavens that lifted the saint and her followers up to the sky, away from corruption and death. We must do as she did, direct all our efforts to saving those people at this moment, who at this moment look to the heavens in hope of salvation. The lives of peasants are of little value. Our prime objective is to save the Holy Relic, the miraculous fusion reactor, and the Electro priests who guard and tend to it. My primary thing would be to overload that thing. Every moment we spend in proximity to a dying world, we're putting ourselves at risk. Your life, Lord Captain, is far more valuable than all of Rykad Minoris. The Von Valancius dynasty cannot be allowed to perish, and so lamentable though it is, we must rule out the idea of any evacuation. Heinrich's eyes, like two deep, dark pools, are resolutely fixed on you. The world is doomed, and its inhabitants along with it. The disappearance of the star was the final nudge toward death, the finale of the cult of the final Dawn's plans. I once witnessed a similar event. A world that had surrendered to the servants of the archenemy and permitted corruption to enter too deep. At this moment, millions of people are bowing down before those who promised them salvation. And they are willingly giving their souls over to chaos, a sacrifice great enough to bring forth a demon world. Our only hope of stopping this process is to retreat to a safe distance from the planet and conduct targeted bombing of the Electro Priests Monastery. If we blow up the reactor, a thermonuclear reaction will follow. The world's oxygen will evaporate, killing off the entire biosphere. In doing so, we will save millions of souls from a fate far worse than death, and we will save Rykad Minoris from becoming an outpost of the archenemy. Whatever fate you choose for this world, I urge you to make haste, Captain. The planet is burgeoning in raging flashes of crimson and purple. I can see it even from orbit. As I do see that the storm is already upon us, every moment we waste, it grows ever more difficult and perilous to steer the ship through the warp's turbulent currents. I'm with the lady on this. Enough talking. We need to get out of here while we still can. Which of the planet's inhabitants can we evacuate? The nobles you rescued at the starport have given coordinates to shelters where we can find surviving aristocrats and their families. As for Sergeant Malgar's troops, they will help control the crowds of frightened commoners and prevent the shells from being overloaded. Thanks to you, we have salvaged many shuttles from the starport that we can now use. Set an optimal course and carry out an orbital strike on the Electro Priest Monastery. Rakad Minoris must fall. Yes, Lord Captain, I will immediately inform the navigation and artillery decks of the impending maneuver. The right choice, Lord Captain. May the sacred Exterminatus cleanse this veil of corruption. Yeah, when they ruined my parade, I decided that would, if I could perform an Exterminatus, I would. Mostly because I'm petty and I will deny them the world. The bridge is in upheaval. The Technomat's prayers mix together in a senseless cacophony while the servitors work hastily to remove a hardened crust of sacred unguents from the warp engine's components. In the middle of the tumult stands Pascal with a data stake clutched in his hand, seemingly disconnected from the flurry of activity around him. Magos, why don't you assume control of the Technomats? Surely their contribution will speed things up. It will only be a hindrance. I'm searching for a way to rectify the error. This is now your ship and your temple, so start acting like it, you blasted cog. You are right, this is my temple. Tech comrades, heed my instruction. The mayhem immediately subsides and the crew's actions fall into some indiscernible logic. The Omnissiah's servants start working in sync, and binaric clamor becomes a symphony of reports which the Magos coordinates like a skillful conductor. Admirably done, Pascal. The Omnissiah guides me. Please take your place at the cogitator, Lord Captain. Nope. Ain't time to ask questions. Split with dozens of vid screens and hundreds of lumens, the blinking lights and endless rush of symbols and digits on the green background make your eyes water. A vague sense of alarm simmers in the depths of your mind, the typical reaction of a layperson when confronted with the magnitude of the Omnissiah's creation. Among numerous controls, you see the mouth of a cyber gargoyle, the same as at the gate to the warrant chamber. Servants of the machine god, heed my command. Acolytes, prepare the incense instrumentation for the liturgy of machine spirit propitiation. Senior Technomats, recite the prayer to generate the current data report. Operators will be marked with the campanological protocol. Omnissiah rejoice. I must inform you that for the purpose of safety, complete reassembly of the warp sextant and updating of its data smith blessings are required. If this is not done, then at launch the volume of aggregate calculation errors could result in the destruction of the data crypts. But we do not have 100 hours at our disposal. We must omit this procedure. A minor deviation from the right of operation for the sake of appeasing the spirit. What must I do? Place your hand inside the throat of the Cogitation Guardian. The Cyber Gargoyle, which has been assigned to guard the forbidden data crypts. The dynastic blood extracted from your veins will serve as a key to the data core where the machine spirit dwells. To it we will offer our prayers so we may bypass the protective protocol for defective connections and launch the warp sextant. The laws of the Omnissiah know no exceptions, so in this ritual I will remain at your side to placate the wrathful machine spirit, whose abode you will be intruding. Follow my liturgy, Lord Captain, and we may receive his blessing. I mean, the cog will do his job. authority, I revoke them. Servants of the Omnision, make the offering of cleansed data crypts to the machine spirit so it may be filled with their true and calibrated data. May the Omnissiah have mercy on our souls. In meek solemnity, the Acolytes offer up the cleansed data crypts to the warp engine, one after another, repeating prayers of exaltation. After anointing the contacts with sacred unguents, Pascal inserts them into the cogitator's slots. Your head begins to spin from the holy censers, foul-smelling clouds of smoke, and from the loss of blood that the cyber gargoyle continues to drink from you. The world swims before your eyes. Let this mechanism awaken in renewed purity. Pascal enters a sequence of commands and raises his head, watching the vid screen. Suddenly he stops dead. No. His fingers fly over the command ruins, entering command after command. His mechadendrites clicking their pincers, pull on one lever after another. The vid screen fills with strings of symbols, completely incomprehensible to you, but clearly conveying something to the Magos. Yeah, I'm not gonna interfere with him. After a few seconds, one of the data crypts mounted on the cogitator begins to emit sparks. A moment later, another data crypt does the same. The next bursts into flame and gives off foul-smelling smoke around you. The Omnissiah's servants break off from their prayers, and someone bursts into frantic bleeding. Pascal mournfully grates out, "The mass of errors in the warp sextant's calculations is destroying the data repositories. The offering did not appease the ship's spirit. The warp engine cannot be filled with the motive force. We are trapped." A moment later, the Magos continues uncertainly. "Perhaps an alternative Ryzen protocol or emergency launch of the auxiliary coils." While the vid screens are filled with more and more strings of symbols, the monitor in front of you blinks and the static image changes. Pascal is too engrossed in his ritual to notice what's on the vid screen. Query, what query? Yeah, we'll go with that one. Pascal's next vote. Registering warp sextant activated. Registering data stream stabilizing. Registering 0 data errors found. Reporting the warp engine is ready for translation. I'm also reporting evidence of a Category 3 miracle fulfilling the criterion. Thou shalt witness the mechanism that toils in glorification of its function and in defiance of deactivation. Lord Captain, Rayvar here. The crew is almost finished carrying out the orders given earlier. I'm just receiving confirmation from the engineering halls. I don't know what you did, but the warp engine's up and raring to go. We're ready to begin translation to the warp, your lordship. We're ready to commence. Waiting for you to ascend to the captain's throat, Lord Captain. May the Emperor protect us. Hey! We did it! We blew up the planet. They wouldn't let me boost their tank. And they ruined my parade. There are prices to be paid for such things. Oh, the shutters, they block off sight from the warp. Yeah, no, because looking at it will make you go crazy.
The Von Valancia's flagship made its way out of the doomed star system. As the void shift plunged deeper into the Corona's expanse, the rogue trader's subjects bid a formal farewell to the late head of the dynasty, Theodora von Valancius. Having paid their last respects, the crew gathered their strength and braced themselves for whatever was to come next.
Are they feeding her to the engines? That's pretty cool. Lord Captain, allow me to report. Our journey through the warp is coming to an end. Lady Navigator Arcelio informs me we have reached the point where we can translate to real space in the Furibundus system. The Lady Navigator and her pilots are awaiting your permission to begin the process. The Furibundus system is home to Footfall, the only Imperium outpost with a functioning wharf in the Coronis expanse. The tech priests are begging you to have mercy on the machines worn down by the warp and allow the servants of the Omnissiah to inspect and heal the void ship's wounds in the dock. The prayers and rituals will take some time, which our astropathic choir will use to establish a connection with the prime worlds of your protectorate. Dargonis, Janus, and Kiava Gamma. Master Zachary Wise has recovered an invitation previously adrift in the Materium. The Liege of Footfall has humbly requested an audience with the rogue trader of the Von Valancius dynasty. According to Master Zachary, the message was tinted with shades of pleading. I quote, "Apparently the Liege is anxious to meet as soon as possible." Footfall, the place where filth and sanctity go hand in hand. Reverend Hieronymus de la Soro will most likely expect a visit from me. I imagine he will be interested in talking to you as well, Uriel. I will be leaving your void ship when we arrive on Footfall. Once that is done, consider the Lord Inquisitor's task complete. Your lordship, young Evane Winterscale asked me to convey his gratitude for your hospitality and for saving him from certain death. Not wishing to outstay his welcome, he plans to disembark at Footfall. Lord Evane swears he will not forget his debt to you. I hereby inform the rogue trader that during a comprehensive system inspection right, this unit discovered data clusters within the captain's cogitator that are concealed from prying eyes by means of a personal cipher and a sacrament of algorithmic authorization. Unit Uriel von Valancius has been added to the access list and assigned the identifier Keeper 2. The unit can access data from the captain's cogitator from the captain's cogitator, provided he possesses the decryption key. Are you leaving us, Heinrichs? The arrangement between the Lord Inquisitor and your predecessor was that I be transported to Footfall and no further. I dare not take advantage of your generosity and patience any more than I already have, Uriel. Would you stay? Thank you for your offer, but I must decline. I'm afraid my duty to the Golden Throne. this on here, but I'm not going to read it. Tell the Lady Navigator I give her leave to... One more thing, Lord Captain. No one at the station knows about Lady Theodora's demise, and you inheriting the title. Liege Tokro will be informed. It is required so we can use the dock, and besides, he's expecting a personal audience with the rogue trader. He will not meet with an unknown person of unclear standing. However, there is still the matter of announcing your arrival. We can either arrive on the station with the proper pomp and ceremony, or choose to visit incognito. Well, now I want... No, I know. As per this unwritten rule, every rogue trader arriving at the station has the right to veto any of the Liege's decisions, but there is a catch. The Coronis Expanse is home to several influential rogue trader dynasties, and Footfall is where their interests intersect. Of course, that does not prevent certain persons, namely Caligos Winterscale, from subtly pulling the strings on Footfall. If you, as a new rogue trader, start your career with an official landing and a parade in your honor, the other dynasties may see this gesture as the newcomer challenging their spheres of influence. I do not see that as a bad thing, necessarily. Old Man Winterscale may take slight offense. Porta will be put on her guard, but you've just risen into prominence, and most people in the Cronus Expanse have not even heard about Lady Theodora's departure yet. It must be made clear that the banner of Von Valencia soars as high as ever. If I may, I would recommend arriving incognito. You will have plenty of opportunities to savor the sweetness and the burden of power, but right now is the last time you can take refuge in obscurity. This way, your arrival will not draw as much attention, and people will treat you as a person, and not the almighty sovereign anointed by the Emperor. It could turn some situations to your advantage. Alright, chat, what do you think? Last decision, so I can just start things tomorrow. Part of me likes the idea of setting things, of doing things properly, but part of me also likes the idea of showing up quietly. Shun, any input from your standpoint? Alright. We'll do it by the book. It will be done, Lord Captain. With your gracious permission, I will return to my duties. saved up. And that's gonna be it for me for the night. If you... Oh. If you don't... Dang it. If you enjoyed watching, go ahead and drop a follow or a like or a subscribe or whatever it is on your platform that you're enjoying this from. You can also tip on X/Twitter at CabbageManCan. It's right next, just below the banner photo. The banner. Yeah. And of course, you can subscribe on Kick. Other than that, I will see you guys tomorrow, where we'll arrive at Footfall, which, if it's the same as in the lore from the Dark Heresy game, then it's a bunch of asteroids chained together with a giant statue of the Emperor on one of them. So, yeah. Make sure you tell the people you love that you love them. I love you, Coyote. We're gonna run this real fast. Drink water. This is a threat. Have a good night, guys. Cabbage Man, out. Just off screen, I'm gonna pull all of Heinrich's gear and see if I can steal his Force Sword. Good night, guys.